What's going on? How are ya? Thanks for stopping by. Getting ready for today. Not long watching the news and checking out everything that's going on in the world, which is a lot. From the federal government to plane crashes to funding being stopped or put on hold, people losing jobs, jobs not hiring, just a whole lot. Seniors struggling, the average American struggling. These are middle class, working people, or people who have worked all their life and are trying to enjoy their retirement years and can't because their Social Security checks and pensions are not keeping up with the cost of living in life. And that's a problem. When you get to be that age and have no other income, how are you supposed to survive? Getting paid once a month and making it last in this economy? We have to look out for our elders and veterans and really make sure that they're taken care of, because the American people are compassionate to a fault, in the sense that we take care of so many other people and countries, neglecting our own, and that's not right. So something needs to be done about that. Things are really expensive, from ground beef to gasoline. And even if you don't eat meat, vegetables and healthy eating is expensive. No one wants to be in bad health by choice. You know, it's like the system is backwards. The things that are good for you to eat are expensive, and the harmful foods with low nutritional, if any, value at all, are the things that are inexpensive, but they're getting to be unaffordable, even at lower cost or dollar stores. And you know things are bad when you go to the store in the middle of the day, or even in the evening when people are getting off from work, just picking up a few things here and there. You can go in the parking lot, find a parking space, go in the store, and the lines are not long. And these are at grocery stores and dollar stores, where it's typically crowded or lack of cashiers. You're not even finding those places crowded anymore, so you know it's a problem. And it just should not be. You know, people don't have the money. And if you can't even go to the dollar store, then yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So I don't know. It's survival of the fittest out here in these streets. So we just have to pray like we always do. Bear down, stick with it, and do the best that we can. And help those that care and love us genuinely so. And get in where we fit in. That's all that we can do. You know? Have faith and do the best you can do, and trust God to do the rest. Now with the DEI programs being implemented or taken away from these jobs, how many people in corporate spaces will be in jeopardy of losing their jobs? When you get used to a certain lifestyle and a certain pay, after a long period of time, it's a big adjustment when those things are gone away. How do you think people are going to cope with that taking place? It's not as easy as people think to go out and look for new jobs, because a lot of places aren't hiring, and if they are, you're competing with so many other people, because a lot of folks are unemployed or about to be, or laid off furloughed, whatever the case may be, the competition is and probably will continue to be stiff. You might have 1,000 people apply to one position, you know? So, yeah, it's real. It's real. So now is not the time, you know, to put people down, or not that you ever should, but you never know when your circumstance will change. And the people you look down upon might be you one day, which I hope and pray no one to ever be in those positions, but if so, that everyone bounces back quickly. Everything is a learning experience, you know, perseverance, character building. A lot of people can't handle adversity and probably won't make it. So you have to be strong-minded. You really do. You have to believe in a higher power. God is real. He does exist. You know? There is someone greater than yourself. Trust and believe that. Yep. Now, we saw the immigrants being deported, the illegal ones being deported back to their homelands. We saw the plane. But did we get footage of them actually landing back in their home countries? And if they weren't welcome there, where did the planes drop them off at? Where were they taken to? Did anybody witness that or see any footage? Or were they funneled back into America a different way? Because that's a lot of money leaving out of the country in terms of low-cost labor and skills and things like that, leaving the country. Because then you will have Americans requiring higher pay to do those same jobs. So, did they really leave? And if so, does anybody have any video footage or updates from that perspective? Yeah, this economy is changing every day. If not hourly, it's always something going on or breaking news. We're supposed to be so advanced in technology, yet we can't keep from planes crashing in the air. What is that all about? Who's asleep at the wheel? Why are there so many mishaps and unanswered questions? Like, seriously. Nowadays, your mental health is priceless, more so than ever, because you have to really find a space that you enjoy being in and have some quiet time, some rest, some peace, and some space just to back up and regroup and either think about what you need to do or just give your brain a rest from what it is that you need to do. But me time, quiet time is definitely essential in these days, times, spaces, hours, days, months of the week. It's like we're in a different timeline. You know, you have some people on the same page, aware of what's going on, but not being consumed by what's taking place in the news and everyday life. And then you have other people walking around as though nothing has changed, you know? Like business as usual. And it's like, are you serious? Yeah. And look out for our young people too, because it's harder for older people who have life experience. But look out for our younger people. They need us. You know, it's not their fault, because it's our choices that help shape the economy, give the kids discipline and a heads up in life. And not to blame parents in any way, shape, or form, but it is our responsibility to bring children into this life with a leg up, you know, with a good start. But if you're struggling before you got pregnant and then bring a baby in with no plan, no inheritance or anything set up for your children, that's very selfish to me. Like, why would you do that, knowing what you're dealing with and this poor baby? And then you leave the government and society to raise them, because now you have to work umpteenth jobs to provide for a child, which causes broken relationship and minimum communication between parent and child, because you're at work providing a living, but your babies need you at home. So I think we need to be more responsible in our thinking, because you set your child up for a lifestyle of poverty, and that shouldn't be, especially when you have a choice not to make that happen. So love on our young people. They need us, as well as our elders and each other. I hope you all have a fantastic day, evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to finish applying my makeup, do my hair, and I don't know, leave it out naturally or throw a wig on. I don't know just yet. However I feel when I get done putting this makeup on. But nonetheless, be and stay fabulous. Okay? So I'll check with you again later. Have a great day.